Good morning, Avon. I'm Spencer Scott.
And I'm Maria Perez. Thanks for watching the Aura Report.
The newest data on the coronavirus cases in Indiana came out yesterday afternoon. It shows 3,080 new cases and 26 additional deaths.
This is a reminder as to why it is important to mask up properly. Another top story today. More than 95 million Americans have already voted, and now it's Election Day. If you are 18 and registered to vote but have not voted yet, now it is the time. Polls close at various times across the nation, but Indiana's polls will close at 6 tonight. The last poll will close at 1 a.m. in Alaska. It is unlikely that the results of the election will be known today, depending on just how close it is. We also don't know how all of the early voting will impact the state's ability to report results quickly. And many more people have voted this way due to the pandemic. In the last election, we did not know the results until almost 3 a.m. in 2016. In 2012, it wasn't until after 11 p.m. that the winner was announced. No matter which way the election goes, it is important to remember we are Avon, we are one. Now check in with Maddox for our local forecast.
Thanks, Maria. Today, the weather has a high temperature of 63 degrees and a low of 43, with sunny skies throughout the day. Tomorrow, there will be a high of 70 and a low of 48, with sunny skies. Thursday, we will see cloudy skies with a high of 64 and a low of 45. And Friday, we will kick off the weekend with a high of 70 and a low of 46. Back to you.
In sports today, this Thursday, our JV girls basketball team will go head-to-head with Martinsville at 6. And the girls varsity game is against Martinsville at 7:30. And an away game. Good luck, Orioles.
Yesterday, we showed you the new movies for this month, and now it is time for video games of the month. But now this time, Elisha Yabara is showing us the new gaming consoles coming out ahead of the holiday season.
Man, I'm exhausted. Aren't you supposed to be doing video games of the month? Huh? You know what? Never mind. I'll do it.
It has been 7 years since we've seen a new console come out from Sony or Microsoft, and we finally have one. I don't know where Nintendo is, but we have Xbox and PS5. And so I'm going to start you off with the small ones first, and that is the Xbox Series S. This is the smallest console that Xbox has ever created, but don't let the small console fool you. This tiny box packs a serious punch. This console is all digital, which means there's no disk drive. It has 4 teraflops of space and up to 120 frames per second of gaming. Has 512 terabytes of space when you first get it. You can buy expansion cards, and you can't get any third party. It's only proprietary memory, so watch out for that. They're really going to get you. And it has up to 10 gigs of memory. So even if you're on a restricted budget, you can still get a really good gaming console. The Xbox Series S goes for $299. And it comes out on November 10th. Next is the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X has the more sleek, monolithic design. It's a result of combining hardware and software innovations with intentional engineering to achieve higher speed and performance. It also has a new cooling system. It has 3 airflow chambers that evenly distributes the temperature and cools down everything, so then it's more quieter while you're gaming instead of loud fans blasting everywhere. So you're getting all this power, and your Xbox is actually working for you instead of against you. It also has a split motherboard and keeps the consoles, cool with power. So you're getting cool Xbox, higher power. so much better. And it also has a terabyte of space when you first buy it. You can still get the expansion, still proprietary. You can't get any third-party expansions, unfortunately. It has 16 gigs of memory and also reaches up to 4K gaming resolution. And this actually has backward compatibility. You can play your games all the way from the original Xbox on this new console. I'm not too sure about the S, but if you have original Xbox disc, like all the way from the OG, you can put it in your Series X and it'll work like nothing. And it'll make it look better. So it's remastering the game without remastering the game. It's insane. This console goes for $499 and comes out November 10th. Next, we have the PS5. There's not much difference between the PS5 and the digital PS5, except for the fact that one's $100 less. Basically, everything's the same. One has a disk drive and one doesn't. That's basically the biggest difference. It has ray tracing. Immerse yourself in worlds with a new level of realism as rays of light are individually simulated, creating a true-to-life shadows and reflection in supported PS5 games. Not all games are only going to have it, only certain ones. And also on the PS5, you can take your PS4 games, if they're a disc, put it in your PS5, and it downloads them digitally, so you don't have to rebuy them. It only works with PS4. It doesn't go back to the PS3, the PS2, or the PS1. So that's basically the only downside to the PS5. And it also allows you to play all your favorite games in 4K. It also has 120 frames per second with 120 hertz output on your 4K display. It has HDR TV, and it makes your screen look unbelievably more vibrant, and it has a crazy range of colors. So it goes even further because, has HDR. It also has 8K. The PS5 also has 8K video, so you can watch all your movies in 8K, and some of your games will even be supported in 8K too. The Xbox doesn't have that, so the PS5 is more advanced. So which one are you getting next week? If you're getting it, are you going to wait till Christmas? No. The PS5 also supports 8K, so you can play all your games in 8K. Some of your games will be supported in 8K, not all of them, but that means you can watch your movies in 8K if your screen supports it. So which console are you most excited for? Let me know.
Come back next month and I'll talk about more games that are coming out with the new consoles. For HS News, I'm Elijah Ibarra.
GSA has a meeting tomorrow in Miss Neal's room, ALC 251. This is from 3 to 4. There will be community building, celebrity bingo, and a pride-themed treat.
That is all for our report on this Tuesday morning.
Have a terrific Tuesday, Avon.